One of the United States' top producers of corn and soybeans is the state of Illinois, where Wendell Shawman farms land his family has owned for generations near the city of Galesburg. He says he's worried about Chinese investors purchasing farmland like his. From 2019 to 2020, companies with shareholders connected to China increased their overall U.S. land holdings by nearly 30%.
It's uncomfortable having your major competitor, an outfit that's shaking their sabers at you all the time, to be owning land here. That makes you a little nervous.
But Shawman admits he doesn't know any farms nearby connected to China.
I don't know of any in this area.
In Jacksonville, Illinois, Luke Worrell's company manages land transactions throughout the region.
In 15 years, I've never even had communication with an investment group that I've known to be Chinese.
He says most of the transactions he's involved with stay local.
In my 15-year career, I've never sold a farm to any international buyer.
Iowa Republican Senator Joni Ernst is among lawmakers calling Chinese ownership of American farms a threat.
If you add up all of the acres of Chinese-owned farmland, it is nearly the size of my home state of Iowa.
According to the U.S. Agriculture Department, Chinese-connected investors own less than 162,000 hectares of land in the U.S., only a fraction of which is farmland.
So China owns almost no farmland in the United States.
Bruce Sherrick is a professor of agricultural and consumer economics at the University of Illinois. Of millions of hectares of U.S. agricultural lands owned by foreign entities, Sherrick says Chinese ownership barely registers.
Less than 1%.
Recent efforts by Chinese-connected investors to buy land near military installations in Texas and North Dakota have fueled concerns about national security risks. But Sherrick says foreign-owned properties are typically managed or tended to by local entities, often American farmers.
I don't think it's super important to know who owns what, because the land that's producing things doesn't know who owns it. So I think as a matter of agricultural policy, it's probably not a very big deal.
Sherrick adds farmland remains an attractive investment for any potential buyer.
Very high average returns through time and very low systemic risks.
In Streator, Illinois, farmer David Iserman also doesn't know of any land near him owned by foreign investors.
It's kind of a non-issue.
While he'd prefer local ownership over Chinese investment, Iserman doesn't see a need for legislation limiting foreign land ownership. Wendell Shawman disagrees.
In rural America, I think there'll be a lot of support for this. Yeah, I just assume not have China coming in and throwing money around and who knows what, doing whatever else.
Beyond any action Congress might take, a number of state legislatures are also considering restricting foreign land ownership. Kane, Farabaugh, VOA News, Kirkwood, Illinois.